If a knowledgeable person speaks, listen. For knowledge does not become old. If it is fitting for your body to endure hardship, know that suffering is the appropriate consequence of knowledge. Learn and listen to every branch of knowledge. You will find peace from each branch of knowledge. Do not be heedless of learning and forgiveness. All knowledge and giving are delightful. Hakim, Abul Qasim, Ferdowsi, Tausi. Ferdowsi, born in 940 AD at Baz village, 2, Khorasan, Great Iran during Samanid Empire, he was a Persian poet and the author of Shahnameh, Book of Kings, which is one of the world's longest epic poems created by a single poet, and the greatest epic of Persian-speaking countries. Ferdowsi is celebrated as one of the most influential figures of Persian literature and one of the greatest in the history of literature. Ferdowsi's monumental work, the Shahnameh, was shaped by a confluence of influences, reflecting the rich cultural and historical context of his time. Pre-Islamic Persian heritage. A strong sense of national pride and a desire to preserve the history and legends of ancient Persia were central to Ferdowsi's motivation. He drew heavily from the oral traditions and written sources that recounted the myths and historical events of pre-Islamic Iran, particularly those of the Sasanian Empire. The stories and values of Zoroastrian culture played a significant role in shaping the Shahnameh. The Dihan class. Ferdowsi belonged to the Dihan class, the landed aristocracy who were custodians of Persian cultural traditions. This class played a crucial role in preserving pre-Islamic knowledge and stories, providing Ferdowsi with access to valuable resources. Earlier written and oral traditions. He was influenced by earlier attempts to compile Persian history, notably the prose Shahnameh of Abu Manzur al-Mu'ammari. He built upon the work of earlier poets, such as Daqiqi, who had begun to versify Persian historical narratives. Oral storytelling traditions were also a great influence. The Samanid era. The Samanid dynasty's patronage of Persian culture and their efforts to revive the Persian language provided a favorable environment for Ferdowsi's work. The Samanids' interest in pre-Islamic Iranian history encouraged the preservation and documentation of ancient traditions. In essence, Ferdowsi was influenced by a deep love for his cultural heritage, access to historical sources, and the supportive cultural environment of his time. Always seek to learn, throughout your life. Throw the heart into thoughts about knowledge. Always possess some knowledge. Guard it like your soul and body. The knowledge heard with open and hidden ears is greater than any other knowledge in the world. How unpleasant it is to be friends with someone who lacks the benefit of knowledge. For their idleness stems from ignorance. One must weep for the ignorant ones. Do not test friendship with lies. Similarly, do not trust an impure man. Two kinds of fortune may find a man's heart. May a lowly heart never know joy. Praised is the one who chooses moderation. They nurture their own well-being. May the world creator be your friend. May you always have a vigilant fate. The Shahnameh, Book of Kings. Genre, epic poem. Language, Persian. Length, roughly 60,000 couplets, 120,000 lines. Content, recounts the mythical and historical past of Persia from the creation of the world to the Islamic conquest of Persia in the 7th century. It weaves together legend, mythology, and history. Significance. National epic, it's considered the national epic of Iran, Afghanistan, Tajikistan, and other Persian-speaking regions. Preservation of Persian language and culture played a crucial role in preserving the Persian language and cultural identity after the Arab conquest. Moral and ethical framework, imbued with moral and ethical lessons, it promotes justice, heroism, loyalty, and wisdom. Literary masterpiece, a masterpiece of Persian literature, known for its beautiful language, vivid imagery, and compelling narrative. Source of inspiration, continues to inspire artists, writers, and filmmakers worldwide. Key themes in the Shahnameh. Good versus evil, the struggle between light and darkness is a recurring motif. Kingship and justice, the qualities of a good ruler and the importance of justice are emphasized. Heroism and sacrifice, the poem celebrates the bravery and selflessness of heroes. Fate and destiny, characters often grapple with the forces of fate and destiny. Love and loyalty, these emotions are portrayed in their various forms, from romantic love to familial and national loyalty. The Shahnameh is typically divided into three main sections. Mythical age, deals with the creation of the world, the first humans, and the reigns of legendary kings like Tiamat and Jamshid. It's filled with fantastic creatures and supernatural events. Heroic age, focuses on the exploits of legendary heroes like Rostam, Sohrab, Siavash, and Esfandyar. This is the most popular and widely read section of the Shahnameh, filled with epic battles, tragic love stories, and moral dilemmas. Historical age, recounts the reigns of the Sasanian kings, based on historical accounts and legends. This section leads up to the Arab conquest of Persia. Ferdowsi's legacy. National hero, Ferdowsi is revered as a national hero in Iran and is celebrated for his contribution to Persian language and culture. Literary icon, he is considered one of the greatest poets in Persian literature. Enduring influence, the Shahnameh continues to be read, studied, and performed around the world, ensuring Ferdowsi's lasting legacy. Anecdotes and legends. The Sultan's reward. Legend has it that Sultan Mahmud of Ghazni, to whom Ferdowsi dedicated the Shahnameh, initially promised him a gold coin for every couplet. However, he later reneged on the promise, offering silver coins instead. Ferdowsi was deeply offended and refused the lesser reward. The baths and the beer cellar. The story goes that Ferdowsi used the money he received, even if it was the diminished amount, to build a public bath and a place for a beer cellar. When the Sultan heard about this, he realized his mistake and sent the promised gold. But Ferdowsi was by then an old man and refused to accept it, instead donating the money to improve the infrastructure of his hometown, Tus. Ferdowsi died around 1020 AD in his hometown during Ghaznavid Impia.